Cheers.
Cheers.
Number 12. Everybody, this is Ross.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, Ross, on Right Now.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
So Ross is on our customer care team, sipping out of a nice Goulet mug.
That's right, the old logo here.
Are you drinking any of Susan's coffee?
I am drinking Susan's coffee. It's called Bay State Bold.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. And you got some stuff here.
Yeah.
So you've been here for 4 years now.
I have, yeah.
A little over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got some pens here because you said your dad was in fountain pens.
Yeah, so I've actually been around fountain pens for quite a while. My dad's been riding with them, I think since like the 70s, so he has a few here. This is a Waterman. I don't know what exactly.
Our vintage folks, you need to tell us what these are.
Yeah, what kind of pen is this?
We're not real vintagey people here.
It's a 18 karat nib. I don't know if you can see that, but it's
Nice.
pretty nice. I have
Does it write good?
it writes well. Yeah, I have noodles
Does
named
it write
Tiedemann.
good? Does it write well? Jeez. It's early.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough coffee yet.
So, it writes pretty good. Look at that.
Like your handwriting, it's very like, I don't know. How do I describe
It's a
that?
blend of terribleness and
your-
improvement over the years.
Has
so.
your handwriting gotten better
It has.
from
If
like writing these?
Yeah,
regularly?
if you can believe it, my handwriting has improved. I didn't even really write in cursive before I started working here, and
I would believe that.
yeah, and so
You learned in school, right? Like.
yeah, you know,
okay.
you learned in like third
grade or something,
but I
and
kind of
never used it
didn't.
again?
Yeah, exactly. Never wrote cursive that much, but after signing notes and stuff like that, I just started to realize like fountain pens really need to be, used with longhand kind of script. You know,
Okay.
when you're breaking your line as you're writing, it's just
That's
not
when you
as
get, like, the
efficient.
most benefit. But that's
Yeah,
controversial
so-
though. There's a lot of people that are like, you don't have to do cursive
yeah.
with it. You can do block print.
Mm-hmm.
I say do whatever the heck makes you happy.
Absolutely, and I know a lot of customers do write in,
Sure.
shorthand and everything
For
like that.
sure.
But
And I was the same way. Like I like learned in third grade, like didn't use it for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I started using a fountain pen, I was like, I feel like I need to write in cursive. I
Yeah.
just felt like that needed to happen.
well, and it just feels nice when you connect the letters and it's like
Yeah.
one word. I don't know, I like
Exactly.
that. So yeah, that's
what is it
that's
good?
the Waterman pen, and then
Okay.
this one is just like a no-name pen that he got in Germany. So
Cool.
it actually has a 14 karat. I think that's a Bach nib on there.
Okay.
So see the little Bach logo.
Sorry, don't move it. Nice, got it.
Cool.
And it's a piston filler, so yeah, this one's actually really smooth. Usually I write with finer nibs, but
You prefer fine nibs?
I prefer finer nibs.
Really?
yeah. So
Why
I
is
have
that?
a couple pilot pens here.
Okay.
I don't know, I think I write kind of small, so it
Okay.
helps with that. But this one I just think is like an awesome signature pen.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that.
right? You want to try it?
Yeah, I do want to try.
Yeah,
that.
it's just like buttery
Okay.
smooth.
We've been talking about we're gonna try and spread some love to different paper brands.
Yeah.
In the Right Nows here. So I have an Apica Premium paper, which look at that. I actually have a note for back when I was planning an Apica video back in the day.
Nice. All the little features.
The Apica Premium is really smooth paper. So I'm just gonna write my name because I don't know what else to write and talk. This is really.
It sounds very smooth.
It is very smooth. Like, feel
Look
that
at
paper. I don't know if you messed around with Apica Premium.
Yeah, I
too much.
have. Yep.
Super slick.
Yep.
It's like Clairefontaine quality.
Yeah, and with
slick.
that pen too, man, you're just
It's
gliding.
Like, it really is
right?
gliding. Very bold. Yeah, I like that, man. That's
Yeah.
cool. The no-name pen.
The no-name pen from
Check
Germany.
these out.
If you're German out there and you,
know
know
what
where to
this
get
is.
this, let us know.
It's a pretty like standard-looking pen.
Yeah,
Like it's gonna
just
be
a
hard
black-
to distinguish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
piston filler.
And then what's this pilot you have here? This
So
orange one.
this one, yeah, this one was actually given to me by Drew, and it's called the Lucina.
Okay.
I don't think this is available in the U.S.,
I don't think so.
but it's a cool little pen. It has a nice, fine nib.
Okay.
I have Noodler's Black in this.
And you can tell how much finer that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just take a look at
Nice.
like those two.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
definitely different. So
Cool.
I sign notes with that a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, enjoy it. And it's just versatile too, so you can use it on, non-fountain pen friendly paper.
For
as
sure,
well.
for
So,
sure. I mean, that's the best thing about fine nibs.
Yep.
You get a little more versatility there.
Exactly.
This sucker is gonna be a little less. So
You're gonna have some
yeah.
bleed through on your 5-star notebook from
Perhaps.
Target.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
yes. Throwing out the 5-star. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. And you got field notes here.
I do have
dime
some
novel?
field notes. Yeah, speaking of
Okay.
notebooks, so this is the dime novel. I'm not sure if we sold out of all of these yet, but
I think they're, I don't know. I would have to check, but
Yeah.
I know the popularity of the dime novel kind of caught on, and they really like, because they don't do a lot of large format notebooks like this.
Right. Yeah, they're very
Large.
cool. Yeah,
Large
this
for
is
field
large for
notes.
field notes.
Yeah.
Typically, I mean, the whole idea of field notes is like, you can carry it out in the field and it
Yeah,
fits
it's
in
like
your
a
shirt
pocket,
pocket. Exactly. So.
But I think they're going to look to expand a little bit.
Yeah. So this one is based on dime novels were basically things they had in like the 1800s that they would sell at like drugstores and corner stores where. It would just be like short little romance novels or like cowboys and Indians and stuff. So this is kind of like a throwback to that.
Exactly.
The exact same style. And it's blank and the pages are numbered. So I guess intended that you can write your own dime
You
novel.
write your own little story. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Nice.
So
Field Notes always puts out really cool videos.
Yes,
Like that's
they
the
do.
best part about it. The promotion they do is fantastic.
yeah,
They
I
have a
think
lot of meaning
they're
behind it.
super inspired, and I actually like follow Aaron Draplin, who's like
Uh-huh.
one of the founders. I'm sure you know him.
Oh, for sure. He's like legendary in like the graphic design kind of community.
Yeah, Field Notes is like probably my favorite brand.
Is that
I carry.
right?
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
I love
That's cool.
Field Notes. Yeah.
Okay, now we got to talk a little bit about Sarah,
Yep.
because for those of you that don't know, Ross
takes
and
great
Sarah,
pictures.
she takes a lot of our pictures along with Whitney. But
Yep.
you and Sarah actually met here.
We did.
So go ahead and tell
Sure.
your version of the story. I'd love to hear it.
Sure, yeah. So Sarah is my wife, and she's also the photographer here. We both started 4 years ago, so I just started a couple months before her, but we didn't actually start dating until, let's say 2015. So we worked together for about a year and a half before we actually started dating. I would say our love interest began much earlier than that.
Okay.
Yeah, we were both just kind of eyeing each other. It was cool because we really got to know each other at work, and
Yeah.
I got to see her 5 days a week, so that was convenient for
pretty
me.
You
Yeah,
wore her
so-
down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So I definitely took my lunch every day at the same time. Sarah was taking her lunch. That was my lunch time.
That was strategic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I
if
love
she
it.
took lunch at 11, I would take lunch at 11.
That's
And
awesome.
Drew knows how I feel about having early lunch. I'm not a fan, but
No, not a fan.
no. Whatever Sarah was doing, I was definitely trying to take lunch then. So
There you go. Self-sacrifice.
exactly. So yeah, we got married in November 2016, and it's great. Sarah's the best.
So-
She's so talented.
So
and I
that-
love her
that's-
very much.
She is very talented.
Yeah.
I would agree. And you two are just like two peas in a pod here.
Yeah.
But what's it like working with your spouse? Because I have that dynamic with
Sure.
Rachel for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But we like started the company. And, like,
Right.
there's that whole dynamic. What's it like for you and Sarah?
It's great. I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's just awesome to like stop into her office during the day, and I have a really good understanding of what her job is like too. So
Right.
it's a little bit different if one person works at a bank somewhere and then another person works in an office somewhere else. So you don't really understand the work dynamics and what their job actually is. So
Right.
I have a pretty good understanding of what Sarah does, and just having that level of empathy with her is cool. So, and it's just nice. I eat lunch with her most days.
Yeah.
If she doesn't ditch me for her girlfriends like Andy over here.
Lunch bunch.
Lunch
right,
bunch.
that's
Yep,
right.
they'll go on a walk around the parking lot sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
invited to that.
That's cool.
cool.
That's the same with Rachel. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to be like every single lunch.
Yeah. Sometimes we eat lunch together.
That's right, man. Because we're late lunchers.
Exactly.
You and I.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better situation with, being married to Sarah, number one, and then working with her too. It's really cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, I mean, what's it like working for you? Because you're on the customer care team,
Yeah.
serving customers, you're playing with pens. I mean, you have like a lot of people's dream job, I would think.
Yeah,
who
definitely.
are watching this.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen a lot of your comments out there on YouTube where you're like, "Oh, I just want to work at Goulet," and
Yeah.
it is it's such a great place to work. Actually, the reason that I knew I wanted to work at Goulet Pens was from watching some YouTube videos back in the day.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I saw some videos. Well, I saw the posting, and then I was like, "What's this company all about? Fountain pens? That's kind of weird."
What's
and then
that? Yeah.
yeah, and I looked on their YouTube, and I was just like, "You guys were in the warehouse doing the Harlem Shake and stuff," and I was
That's
like,
right.
"This place is really cool. I want to
Yeah.
work here."
I'm glad it came across as that way, not like, what are they doing? Like,
Well, a
trying
little
to
bit
do
of that,
it.
but it was
Yeah.
like I want to be doing that too.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, my job's awesome. So I get to talk pens, play with pens, see new stuff that's coming in. It's really fun. I appreciate that you and Rachel kind of like give us heads up on products. New products come in, and
Yeah.
Drew's always telling us too, like, hey, we might be thinking about this. What do you guys think? So we definitely have like, you know, a voice in the products that we carry, and we know our customers well because we talk to you all the time. So
Exactly. We're trying.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's a great situation.
They used to be like me and Rachel, like in the trenches every day. Now we're a little disconnected, so we rely on all you to help us out with that.
Yeah,
so
definitely
works out really well.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite pens, like favorite brands?
So my favorite,
you like fine nibs?
Sure, I like fine nibs. So I actually do have 2 Pilot pens here. Pilot is one of my favorite brands. I think just the reputation that they've built, their quality control is top notch. So
yeah, they really are.
Yeah,
and you would know because if it's not, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and it's very rare that people contact us and are like, my Pilot pen is not working.
Right.
So that's not really a thing. So
yeah.
It's cool. And that's not the only reason I like them. I think they make great products too. So Japanese craftsmanship is no joke. So
for real.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Pilot. And what was your question? What were some of my favorite pens?
Yeah, just favorite pens, you know, things like that.
Yeah. I think Pelican's really cool too, actually. You know, we've kind of gotten a little bit more into Pelican pens.
Getting our feet wet,
the past few years, and I kind of like some of their pens are very like deco looking. You know, they kind of are a throwback, I think, to maybe like the 20s or 30s, which is neat.
Yeah.
So,
I'm actually using a Pelican here. This is a one that we don't carry. This is a Pelican Twist, which we've gotten asked about a little bit here. And part of what I like about right now is like we can throw random stuff out there like this. And it doesn't have to be this like full-on thing. So this is a Pelican Twist. It's really meant to be kind of a kid's pen, but
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good writer. I think it's around $15-20 somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure.
Nice.
Standard International. You know, it's got a fairly plain nib. It's a medium nib.
It looks like you can swap the nibs on that.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, it's this like triangular kind of thing. So I don't know. It's interesting. We've gotten some interest on it. We haven't historically done well selling more of like the kid pens. Like we used to sell the Pelicano Junior. Never did great. The Lamy ABC didn't do great, so we actually dropped it. So I want to gauge the interest and kind of see. But we've gotten asked about it a little bit here.
We do have the Kakuno, Pilot Kakuno.
Yes.
Which is, I think, marketed towards kids and stuff like that.
It is. And even then, it's still not like, it hasn't gone gangbusters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Metropolitan does really well. Same nib as the Metropolitan.
Exactly.
It's got the little smiley
little
face.
Winky
and the winky face, which
yeah.
I love. I love that. Yeah, man. And I see you got a custom 74.
I do have a custom 74.
Yes.
I see you have one too.
I do indeed. That was my first gold nib pen.
Really?
So it kind of always, Yeah. And you got what nib on that? Is that a fine nib?
This is a fine nib,
okay.
Yeah. So when I first got this pen, it was a gift. I thought it was way too scratchy, and this is probably the reason that I like fine nibs.
Okay. Because it's not scratchy, but it's like such a fine nib.
Yeah. Like my first exposure to it, I was like, this is scratchy. Like I don't know about this. And the more I used it, and I think just having a wider fountain pen knowledge, I was just like, over time, I came to love this pen.
Nice.
And it is definitely not scratchy. It's smooth. And
that's awesome.
I love it. You have a medium one, right?
I do have a medium that probably has actually even spread out a little bit over time because I got a heavy hand.
Yeah.
And I really, like, because it's so fine, I probably wrote with it harder than I should have in the earliest days. But even still, it's really smooth. Like even, I mean, that's a medium nib, but you can tell it's a finer medium than the medium on my Pelican here.
Absolutely, yeah.
But solid pens, man.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Ross.
Yeah, thanks
for
having me on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm sure you get lots of comments in here.
Absolutely.
And you're also an avid surfer, too. I got to throw that in there as well.
Yep, so. I love to surf.
Yeah.
I do. And I would say there's a fair bit of correlation between different nib sizes, hand-shaped surfboards, like handcrafted pens. There's definitely some correlation there.
There's a big craftsmanship aspect
Absolutely,
to it.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, mass-produced surfboards are no bueno. So, same with mass-produced pens.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Ross. Good having you on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Take care.